The music news for the streets, the music news for your beats, the news for the music stuff that you gonna need. We gon' talk about plugins, we gon' talk about gear. If it's news on this music, we gon' talk about it here. Let's go.
Welcome to the music news for the streets. I'm your anchor man, SumnSumnSumn, hit the keys. And in today's newscast, we have all kinds of exciting stories for you guys, from a bunch of freebies. We have a new AI cloud mixing service, but our top story today comes from Yamaha. It looks like Yamaha has new details on the Montage M series. It looks like it is going to release Monday, October 9th. That is tomorrow if you're catching the newscast the day that it came out. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the story. So as first reported here at YamahaMusicians.com, here are what the new Yamaha Montages are gonna look like. So we have the Montage M6 here, we have the M7 right here, and we have the M8 right here. As we scroll down here, they tell us the new Yamaha Montage M series is due to be launched very soon. Our information is that the official launch date will be Monday, the 9th of October. It should also be noted that that is not all. We think something else will be announced at the same time, but they're gonna leave Yamaha to tell us about that. So Yamaha's probably gonna launch something else at the same time as they do launch this M series, which is pretty cool. If you've been waiting on the M series, you should be able to get this tomorrow as of the day that this is coming out at all of our vendors. I'm obviously gonna recommend Zounds. So as we take a look here, we have a list of all the features. We're just gonna go over a few of the features though. So it looks like it's gonna have 3 different sound engines. It's gonna have the AWM2, it's gonna have the FMX, and it's gonna have an ANX sound engine. It's got pure analog circuit too for clear harmonic reproduction and even frequency response. Looks like it's gonna have a 7-inch LCD touchscreen. It's gonna have the super knob, and the super knob will be able to control up to 8 different parameters with one motion. So if you're not familiar with the super knob, it's just in the middle of the keyboard. It's a super dope feature. They also have it on the Modi X. I have one of those and I love it. They're also updating the 9.97 gigabytes of internal waveform memory. So previously they had 5.67 gigabytes of memory. So they've almost doubled the amount of sounds that are gonna be in this Montage. They've got a 400 note total polyphony with 128 notes of AWM2 presets, 128 notes of AWM2 user memory, 128 notes for FMX, and 16 notes for ANX. It's gonna also have 3.8 gigabytes of internal flash memory for custom samples. So not only is it gonna have the 9.97, but they're gonna give us more memory for us to download our own sounds into there. It's gonna have virtual circuitry modeling, which recreates the sound and behavior of vintage effects and signal processors. You'll be able to send 32 channels and receive 6 channels of audio and send 16 channels of MIDI through a single USB cable. You got a live set feature. It says there's seamless sound switching, allows changing performances instantly. So then as we look here, the Montage 6 and 7 are both gonna have full-size touch-sensitive synth action keys, non-leaded fast spring, key action for lightweight fill with an exacting amount of resistance. Channel aftertouch allows control over held notes. And then for the M8, down here, it's gonna have 88 full-size touch-sensitive piano-style keys. Then it's gonna have GEX weighted action with polyphonic aftertouch. The next story I have for you guys today is a freebie. It comes from Gospel Producers. It's called Loop Track. When you take a look at Loop Track, it is going to look like this. It is basically a drum machine for you. It's got a bunch of different samples in there. I believe you said it's got over 448 samples. It's got a lot of cool stuff with it. So as you look here, it's got low pass, high pass, and pitch. Over here, you have some different effects. So you have reverb, you have a degrade fader, and you also have saturation. Then you have control over your low, your mids, and your highs. And this is your master control right here. As you look here, it's got a bunch of different banks. So it's gonna have your default kit, clap kits, kick kits, snare banks, so on and so forth. It's got some pretty high quality drum sounds in there. Some of the sounds sound like this. And then you can go to different banks, different kick banks. so on and so forth. It's even got this sweep, drops, and risers bank. So that's pretty cool. There is one negative to this, or one con, and my one con is I feel like they should break up this default kit into a bunch of different kits, because on this kit, you have sounds that are basically mapped out for an 88 key keyboard. So if you don't have a MIDI controller or something like that, you're not able to just play the notes and play the keys if you're just using your keyboard. So you're gonna have notes coming, or stuff coming all the way down here. So as you can see, you are gonna get a ton of sounds. That's not the complaint. It's just that I feel like if they do an update to this, on that update, they should break all those sounds into different kits. So let's go ahead and check out some of these sounds in action. Another thing that I need to mention is that with this, they're gonna give you a free MIDI pack, and the MIDI pack is just a bunch of different drum patterns put together by different producers. They also have something that's dope to where the community can upload different drum patterns and stuff like that. Their goal is to try to make it the biggest MIDI drum kit out there. So with this, let's just go ahead and take a listen to some of these drum grooves. So all you have to do is take one of these grooves and drag it and drop it on loop track, and then boom, you'll see all the notes will appear here. And so like there's a whole bunch of different kinds. There's gospel ones, there's trap ones, there's boom bap ones, there's just all kinds of different grooves. So I'll go ahead and play this just with some piano chords. They are just some basic chords, no melody, nothing else, as I go through a few of these different MIDIs for you. And they also have like the adjusted BPM, but as you look here, there is just a bunch of different folders. So as you see here, I mean, you just have a ton of different folders that you can go through, just different grooves and all kinds of stuff that you can pick. So they've got Afro beats and they got R&B in here as well. That was kind of solid. So let's go ahead and take a look at the site real quick. So as you come here to the site, you'll be able to download it for free, obviously. But if you scroll down here, you'll be able to upload to the community MIDI files right here, which is pretty solid because it'll help the community grow. And then it'll be a place for you to be able to come and grab more MIDI files in the future so that you can have different drum grooves and stuff like that as well. And the next story I have for you guys today is another freebie. This one is another gem. It's from Auburn Sounds and it's called Inner Pitch. So when you open up Inner Pitch, it is going to look like this. This is a very solid pitch shifting / formant plugin, similar to Little Alter Boy. This basically does a pretty good job of shifting whatever it is that you're going to use it on. So I have it on this vocal right here from Arcade. It sounds like this. Lost in the silence, say you won't go. Na, 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 na. All right, now once I throw Inner Pitch on there, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shift it up a little bit and then I'm gonna shift it down a little bit so you can hear it. Lost in the silence, say you won't go. Na, 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 na. Lost in the silence, say you won't go. So again, it does a pretty good job of pitch shifting. With this thing, you have an EQ down here, which is solid. So you can EQ out higher or low frequencies if you want to. You can also move the band over as much as you want. You have delay over here as well, which is a nice feature in here. Lost in the silence till you woke up. Lost in the silence till you woke up. Lost in the silence till you woke up. So you can do a lot with this. I'll go through a few of the presets because they do have some solid presets in here. So we'll go to this first one. Lost in the silence till you woke up. Lost in the silence till you woke up. Lost in the silence till you woke up. I'll go ahead and throw this reverb on real quick too, so you can hear what it sounds like with the reverb on there. Lost in the silence till you woke up. Lost in the silence till you woke up. Lost in the silence till you woke up. So as you guys can tell, this is a very solid little pitch shifter format plugin. If you don't have one, obviously now you have one. I'd recommend going to grab it as soon as possible. In breaking news, it looks like Ro EX or Ro X. I'm not sure. My ex-wife's name was Ro X. I don't know if this might be the tool for me, but I wanted to make sure I brought it to you guys. So as we look here at the story, it is a new application called Auto Mix. It's a free AI tool that will mix your music for you, and you can try it now for free. So you can actually get on the site and check it out and try it for free. As we look here, the platform is known as Auto Mix. Ro X, the company behind a previously released AI tool, is designed to listen to your mix and then tell you what's wrong with it. But now it's gone to a whole new level, and they've developed a mixing tool for us. So when you come over here to the website, it's going to not necessarily look like this because I already have a project loaded up. But if I was to go back, it's going to look something like this. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna come over here and you're gonna hit create. And then once you hit create, you're going to go ahead and drop all of your tracks in there. So it would be just as simple as this. So just highlighting all your tracks and then boom, dragging them and dropping them. And then it's just gonna take one moment. And then boom, they'll all be loaded up in here. I've already got them loaded up, these same exact tracks. So we're gonna come back here and we're just gonna go to this project that we were working on. So one thing that you're gonna have to do is I would recommend going in and labeling all these things. And then you're gonna have to come over here before you can get going and pick whatever style or genre it is of the music. You're gonna pick that. You can only have 8 tracks. So that is definitely a negative. You're not gonna be able to mix like a bunch of vocals and stuff in there like that. You don't really get control over much. What I did was I labeled everything that I was gonna use. So strings, snare, vocal chops, all that stuff. After you do all that, what you're gonna do is you're going to hit this create preview button. And then once you hit that create preview button, it's going to generate the preview right here for you. This does take a couple of minutes. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So it's not like it's the super fastest process. It does take a couple minutes. But after we get done, I'll bring it right back here. All right, and so then once you get everything loaded up here, you'll notice that everything will be labeled for you. If it's mislabeled, that's why I said you should label this over here, because you can easily drop this drop-down menu and then choose what it is. So let's go ahead and we can listen to the mix real quick. So let's go ahead and listen to it. This button right here is going to be reverb, so it'll throw reverb on certain things for you if it thinks it needs that reverb, a little bit of reverb. So then after you listen to the mix, you can come over here and click this adjust button, and then it will allow you to adjust some things that are in your mix. So like, you know, as we're listening, we can pull up like drums and different things. So again, if you're not satisfied with whatever it is, you can turn up the bass, you can turn down like the vocal box, you can turn down all kinds of different stuff. And then you can push save just that easily. And then you can go to your create your mix. And then you can upload it. Then once you get it to your mix stage, you can come over here and hit master. And then tell them what loudness you want the master at. We're just gonna put it on medium for right now. And then it'll come over here to masters and it'll master it for you. You can listen to it again. Or you can come down here to your mixes if you're okay with how that mix is and push download. Now it's not free to download these. So you have to buy credits for them. And so right here, you can get a 5 credit bundle for $49. You can get the pro subscription for $52.99, or you can get the LP bundle right here and you get 10 download credits within 12 months. I want to give you guys maybe a better solution or a better option. What I would probably recommend is going to be, Neutron. So you can get Neutron right now if you have, you can cross grade from a different version for $199. It's $399 typically, but you can also get this full iZotope suite right here for $379 if you have any iZotope products. There is currently Stutter Edit on sale right now for $12. So if you get Stutter Edit for $12, you could get this bundle from Plugin Boutique, and it's going to come with Neutron, which will also AI mix your beats for you if you need help. Let me know if you guys want to see maybe a comparison video between Neutron and then this Row EX plugin right here or application, and I'll give that to you guys. But with this bundle right here, you're going to get Ozone, which will master for you guys. You're going to get Guitar Rig. You're going to get Nectar 4 Advanced. Again, you're going to get Guitar Rig Pro 7. You're going to get RX Standard. You're going to get Neutron 4, Symphony. You're going to get a Neoverb, a whole bunch of plugins in here for $499, and if you think about it, or for $379, and if you think about it, they want $52 a month. You know what I'm saying? 8 months is going to pay for this whole suite, and you have everything that does everything, mixing, mastering, and a bunch of other effects and plugins as well. The next story I have for you guys today is another freebie. This one comes from Audio Modern, and it's for all my loop mix users out there. They have a new expansion pack right here called Shift, and it's a bunch of mutated Foley patterns. It's pretty solid. They also have a bunch of other free kits right here in case you didn't know. Make sure if you have anything from Audio Modern, you come over here and check it out because they have a ton of free expansion packs. Let's go ahead and hop into FL Studio and check this out. So as we look here at Loop Mix, this is the first of the presets in this expansion pack. It sounds like this. So pretty fire. What I'm gonna actually do is I'm going to play this with some regular drums and with that piano, just so you guys can hear what it sounds like, kind of in a beat. It's not gonna be a full beat, but this is what the piano and the drum sounded like. Now, once we throw that loop mix in there though, we can get it to sound like. So I'm just gonna go through a few of these presets so that you guys can hear them. So I'll just go through them as we're listening. So as you can see there is a bunch of solid presets. Again, if you have Loop Mix, go grab this because it's free. And next, I got another freebie for you guys today. This one is a distortion plugin. It's called FMD, and it's supposed to bring out FM harmonics in a distortion. When you check out FMD, it's going to look like this. Very simple distortion plugin. Not necessarily for my genre of music, but I thought I'd bring it to the channel in case this is something that you need. I know it goes in a lot of music that's super synthy and stuff like that. And on that note, we're going to put it on an 808. So this is what the 808 sounds like without FMD on there. All right, and then once we throw the FMD on there, the 808 can sound like this. So this thing has a soft clipper on there so that you can't over distort the sound, so you won't blow no speakers or nothing. I'm basically just gonna play with this right here. This would be the FM distortion dial. This would be the drive. You have input, output, and then you have bypass and another different algorithm, so you get two different algorithms. So there you go. It's nothing too intricate. It's just got a few different knobs. If you're interested in some kind of different kind of distortion, this might be for you. I'll leave the link to the video also below, because when I was watching the demonstration on this, the guy was doing pretty cool stuff with it, but it's just not my genre of music. So I wasn't going to be the best to demonstrate that for you guys. And the last story I have for you guys today comes from Alesis. It looks like Alesis just dropped a brand new budget drum kit. Let's go ahead and check it out. So as we see here, Alesis has a new Nitro Max electronic drum set. It's just to find what you've expected for $399 is what they say. So it does have mesh drums, so it's supposed to be better than the old drums that they did have. So as we see here, they say it has mesh heads, it's got BFD derived sounds. You guys seen the last newscast, I just dropped a free BFD player for you guys. So they're gonna have a lot of the BFD drums in there. It's got wireless connectivity and it's got 3 months of Drumeo for free. As we see here, described by Alesis as an 8-piece set, the Nitro Max comprises a regular 5-piece drum pad configuration along with hi-hat, crash, and ride cymbal pads. But that's not just the start, because the 10-inch snare pad and trio of 8-inch tom pads are all equipped with tension-able mesh heads. So over here at the Drumming Review, they've done a review on this already. What they say is that the dual zone snare, the included snare drum, is in fact a dual zone pad, allowing you to get different sound from both mesh pad and the outer rim. Unfortunately, the toms are only single zoned. It also says that it has 3 cymbals included in the kit. It also tells us that the mesh drum heads are tunable. A huge upgrade for this kit is obviously the heads. The original Nitro shipped with regular rubber pads, which are less than ideal in today's market. What are mesh heads? Simply put, mesh heads are the type of playing surface for kits, both electronic and acoustic, that are made from strands of nylon woven together at a 90-degree angle. The heads are designed to be extremely quiet and surprisingly durable. It says that the drum heads are bouncy. So mesh drum heads are superior to rubber pads, obviously. It says that the noise of the pads may still be a little bit loud. E-drums may in fact be significantly quieter than real drums, but they can pose a problem still depending on where you're at. So overall, the thoughts on the sound, the Alesis Nitro is a very entry-level kit. The sounds you get included are not the greatest. In fact, I think they sound pretty poor, but as mentioned before, it is a great entry-level kit, serves a need for many beginning drummers or those needing a reliable drum kit to practice quietly with. If you have a laptop, you can always pick up drum VST software like Easy Drummer, and then other sounds as well. So obviously, there you go. There's the review based off of the Drumming Review. They would do a better job of reviewing it than me. I do know that the BFD drums aren't bad, so you can go there and download some of those drums as well and use those. But that's what I got for you guys in today's newscast. Hope I could help you guys out. Go grab some of those freebies that gospel producer's drum kit is pretty solid. And that pitch shifter, if you always wanted a little altar boy and didn't want to spend that money, go get that too. Make sure if you guys do like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. Signing off as your anchor man, something, hit the keys. Until next time, peace.
Some, hit the key.